So let's start with the Copernicus Land Portal introduction. What we want to introduce here is the product access for the Copernicus Land Portal. This is a presentation already done on 3 events in Tallinn, Lisbon, and Bucharest to introduce end users to the landcopernicus.eu portal. You can see we'll give a short overview. We will make a demonstration on the use of the Global Land Portal, and we will demonstrate a little bit the use of the Pan-EU Land Portal and for the local land portal. And at the end, in the sessions, we had some summary questions, but it's not applicable here. The main point is here to introduce the portal itself. You can access this via internet over http land.copernicus.eu global. There you can find the global products. This is a very easy channel to download global products which are produced in the Copernicus service here. It's a simple explanation and download channel here. You can do it here on the internet. This is a full access to all the data available. It will be open to near real-time service in the future. There are some intermediate parts of the portal where you can download the data from the GeoLand 2. This is the predecessor of the service. And there's a DevCoCast website where you can download data. All this will disappear in the future and completely put to the Copernicus Land Portal. This is planned for 2014. We guess for end of 2014. And there's a second channel. This is a broadcast via EUMETSAT for Africa and South America. Here you can find near real-time products for especially Africa and South America to download data. The data policy behind all this data is free, full, and open access to these products produced under the Copernicus program. You can retrieve this as an anonymous query, and this is quite easy and simple to register if you need to register for some products here. What you can see here is the portal introduction to the landcopernicus.eu. This is the overview to all land products. For the monitoring service, you can see here in the head, this is the download for the global, the pan-European, the local, and the in situ data which is available. All this data you can find here on this web page. The next page is for the global land. Here you get a general introduction of news you can find under this homepage, and some interesting news are shown here. And if you go into this site here, it's called products. You can find all global land products. The same for the pan-European products or for the land products which are available on the website and the in situ data. Now let's go into the details. What you can find here is for all data available which are listed here. This is, for example, the Global Land Service. I will give you an example of the leaf area index. This is a technical description on the parameters, so you can get a fast overview what is available and make yourself knowledgeable of what is available. Here, if you go into the download site, you will see for the LAA characteristics that you can download it with the GeoNetcast. This is a link to further data or alternative way to access the data, as already explained. Here you can see again the examples and how to get started with this data. and to download this. What is quite important, if you're downloading in the moment these global land products, you have to use an HDF viewer. This is a special format which is used for big data in the moment, and here is a tool you can find under VGT extract to extract the data and convert to a format which is usually used under GIS and remote sensing software. This here via UMETSAT is the alternative way to use this way. This is the home page here where you can introduce, besides the global land Copernicus site. What you can get usually is, beside the way how to link to the viewer and how to access the data and how to extract the data. Here in this special case, you get some very important information on the algorithm for every of these global land products. You can get information on what is the algorithm behind this, behind the index, the parameters, and you have here a link to the handbook and product description where you can find all the details necessary to use this data and this product. The validation and the quality is the main issue for all these products produced under the Copernicus program, and you will find for all products under quality a link to the validation reports. This link to the validation reports gives you an insight, an in-depth insight, how the quality of the data is and how far you can trust it, and all the information for the respective index, in this case the LAI, is given in this report. As you can see, there is a set of manuals and reports which is available for all the products. It's the product user manual, the validation report, and the algorithm theoretical basis document behind every of these products and entities available on the homepage. What you can see here is the coverage of this global products and how to retrieve it. It is usually a 10 by 10 degree tiles you can download, or you can download data for whole continents. The product deliverables here, it's for the LAI, for NVI, dry matter band area, top of canopy reflectance or surface albedo, land surface temperature, soil water index or water bodies. You can see the details on the data. The data is usually available between 1990 and present, or for some products from 2009 or 2013 to present. So you have a historic baseline of data. The temporal resolution is in the most cases 10 days. For the land surface temperature, it's 1 hour, and you can retrieve it in 10 degree tiles or in continental tiles or for countries. The content of the products is explained within the data. You can see the data here. This is a description from the GLAND 2 homepage. Is already the same structure, but in some tables here on the side, and they give you the information on what you are retrieving and where you can use it for. The data can be selected via a web mapping tool as well, where you can see what coverage you want to retrieve, and then the selection is shown here in the results table below this window. This is an intermediate solution and will be improved in the next months. The global land applications fields are usually for weather forecasts and climate change. They give carbon flux forecasts. They can be used for agriculture, for crop monitoring, yield forecasting, and for health conditions of the crops. They can be used for the monitoring of extreme events, for flooding and droughts, for frost conditions, heat waves, and for hydrology, for water management and river discharge. The next level, besides the global land coverage, which is used for the SAID applications, is the pan-European products level. This pan-European global level is beyond the global level and gives information on mainly the European coverage, and this is comprised of a high-resolution image mosaic of some biogeophysical variables. In higher resolution, the well-known current land cover for the land cover statistics in Europe, and the high-resolution layers. If you click in one of these themes, you can find here the high-resolution image mosaic, for example. You are provided with the imagery 2000, 2006, 2009, and 2012. For 2012, a login is required to retrieve this data because some copyright is pending here. So you need a login, but you can retrieve it quite easily if you ask for it through this link here. The image 2000 is a coverage which is completely covering Europe, except some small areas which are shown here. This is a base layer which is used, for example, for the high-resolution layers as well, and can be used for the further extraction of information in Europe. What you can see here is the metadata and information on the imagery, which is given with all the image data, and it's compliant to the INSPIRE directive of the European Commission. The next level, for example, is the NDVI. This is the biogeophysical variable, the only one which is available in the moment for France and for Iceland, and can be downloaded here. There is no complete European coverage available in the moment. The next level of data is the well-known current land cover. Here you have a full availability of data from 1990 to 2012, including the change layers of 1990 to 2000, or from 2000 to 2006, and from 2006 to 2012. This layer is still under preparation and will be available soon. The current land cover comprises of 44 classes of land cover. This product is available since more than 10 years on the market, and is based on the requirements of the statistical entity, of the European statistical entity, to retrieve information on the current land cover. The geometric accuracy is given here. The minimum mapping size is 25 hectare or 100 meter width for all the CLC products, and the semantic accuracy is higher than 85%. The next level is the quite recent data from the high resolution layers. This comprises of 5 different layers which could combine and give a complete coverage of Europe. This is the imperviousness layer, the forest layer, a grassland layer, a permanent water bodies layer, and the wetlands layer. All these layers are separately available and can be combined. The information content is here on the forest layer is the tree cover density and the forest type for all forests in Europe. The minimum mapping unit here is with 20 meters resolution and 0.5 hectare and a minimum of 10% tree cover density. Here you can see an overview of the data available in the moment. So most parts of Europe are covered with these forest layers, and further information and layers are coming in the next months. What you can see here, parts of them are the preliminary layers, and after the verification process in the member states of the EEA, this data will be fully available and verified. And you can download it here over the Copernicus homepage. Here's some detail given. For example, this is an example of Estonia. The next layer is the Urban Atlas layer. This is the local component. The local component is especially available here for the urban areas in Europe, which give very detailed information on the land cover, on the urban land cover, and are differentiated between the core areas within the cities and the urban areas and the fringes and the surrounding areas of these urban areas. All areas with more than 100,000 inhabitants are covered here with this product, and there are two times available from the data. It's the Urban Atlas 2006 and the Urban Atlas 2012 for the large urban zones in the moment. This is an overview of the data available here in Europe. So you see it's quite complete for the large areas, for the large urban areas. And the last information you can retrieve from the land monitoring service of Copernicus is the in situ data. The only available data here in the moment is the EU DEM. This is a digital elevation model which could be used in Europe for the coverage of whole Europe. It's a 30-meter product derived from SRTM and ASTA GDEM, and is fused together. It's a completely homogeneous data set which is available for Europe. Okay, many thanks for your attention.